Well, that was spectacular, Paul. It was the a cappella version of the Barca anthem. It's week 10, it's El Clásico, it's Barca against Real Madrid. Are you excited, Paul?
A lot. A cappella, it's even greater, this anthem. It's spectacular when you see 100 people, 100,000 people like chanting the Barca anthem. And before the players, they were like, you know, picturing the game, visualizing how it's gonna be, and checking the last updates.
There's that reversible mosaic we were talking about. We colour football. We can read the message on those yellow cards and the blue and red stripes. The atmosphere here is spectacular. The volume of the fans right now singing a cappella again is simply amazing.
It's the most important game of the season, you know? So the tension is here on the field.
Well, we've got both teams on the field. We've got Sergio Busquets and Sergio Ramos, both captains.
We are missing Messi this afternoon, you know, as a captain.
Okay, and we're going to take a quick look at the lineups again, Paul Calvet. It's Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal for Barca with Sergi Roberto Piqué, Lenglet and Jordi Alba at the back. We've got Busquets, Rakitic and Arthur in midfield, and Rafinha, Suarez and Coutinho up front. Same lineup as against Inter Milan.
Yeah, Barca, I think they have to play safe from the beginning, you know, take over the rhythm of the game, keep it flowing, and then as time goes by, be more aggressive towards the target.
Everything is ready for this Clásico to start. Real Madrid are going to have the first possession of the game. They're playing in their traditional clean white kit, and Barca are playing with their blue and red stripes. Barca, if you're watching this on television, will be attacking to the right. Real Madrid to the left. The referee waiting for this Clásico to get underway, to get ready, and here we go. It's Real Madrid, and you can hear the boos from the fans. It's Casemiro playing with Nacho, as we say, first possession for Real Madrid. The ball back to Thibaut Courtois playing in his own box. Looking for the long ball over to the right side for Gareth Bale. He's going to be one of the main threats. Barca with some pressure there to win the ball back, and it's Ivan Rakitic. Nice. Barca get their first touches in, Paul.
Yeah, now's the time to build up from the scratch, to keep the ball, to find the alternative, you know, to hurt them.
This is Rakitic, who's going to be playing alongside Busquets. We can see Barca's tactic, more or less. It is a 4-3-3 kind of, isn't it?
I'm very highly of Arthur. He's an absolutely great player, and it reminds me Xavi, not because he's short, but because the way that he understands the game.
That was Arthur getting involved, playing with Sergio Roberto. We've got the two centre-halves now, Piqué and Lenglet. First Clásico for Lenglet as well as Arthur.
Yeah, Lenglet is a newcomer as well. And I think that it's more a Piqué profile, you know, more technique with a nice...
Oh, here come Real Madrid on the break. It's offside. Sorry, Paul. But Benzema was running towards ter Stegen, and that meant danger, but the assistant did raise his flag. You were saying, Paul?
Yeah, I was saying that Lenglet, he has a very Piqué style, you know. He tries to build up nice and clean from the scratch, and yeah, we are so excited as well. It's going to be a great challenge for him.
Here's Jordi Alba sending a long ball through to Coutinho. He's onside, the cross looking for the far post. Sergio Roberto's going to run for it, but I don't think he'll be able to keep it in play. It's a throw-in for Real Madrid in an advanced position for Barca, so there's going to be some high pressure here by Rafinha, by Rakitic and Luis Suarez to try and complicate things for Julian Lopetegui's side. Real Madrid, who, by the way, have not been in the best of forms lately, Paul, have they?
Not really. Even the head coach, Lopetegui, he has a great question mark, you know, because he's performing pretty bad, and we will see what's going to happen after this game.
Here's Barca with possession at the moment. The team wanting to keep the ball. It's Rakitic in his own half. Barca looking for that left flank with Jordi Alba and Coutinho. Suarez back to Jordi Alba. He's in an advanced position. The ball goes back to Artur. And here's the Brazilian midfielder playing with Piqué. Barca switching things over to the right, but Piqué wants to send it over to Alba. Good run back by Gareth Bale there to chest the ball over to Courtois.
I'm quite surprised. I expect Madrid a little more higher, but if they are waiting for Barca, you know, in a very tight way, it's for a reason, you know. So let's see. At the beginning, the game is a little mellow. It's not very exciting, you know, in terms of chances and attempts and so on.
Here's Ramos with the long ball looking for the run of Benzema, but the ball goes straight into the hands of Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who, as you said in the pre-game poll, managed to keep a clean sheet against Inter Milan, and that's important. The team was saying, we heard Gerard Piqué, for instance, saying that we've been conceding goals too easily. Careful with that long ball by Jordi Alba looking for Suarez inside the box. We were talking about those clean sheets.
Yeah, it's always highly important, you know, to keep the goal, you know, your own goal zero. But above all, when you don't have the top scorer of your team, it's Messi, and they have to pay attention a lot, you know, to keep it safe, to don't allow Madrid to have chances.
At the moment, it's Artur putting pressure on Varane. Madrid playing in their own half over on the right side. This is Varane again. He's got the option of Courtois further back. Suarez making the run towards Courtois. Bale complaining there after bumping into Jordi Alba. The referee gives nothing and Barca wins the ball back. Here's Rakitic with Rafinha. Busquets, Barca combining beautifully in midfield. One touch, two touch. Here's Jordi Alba. He gets the bounce off of Nacho. Suarez trying to play the ball inside for Jordi Alba. Barca still has the ball. Coutinho's inside looking for the cross. Courtois managing to catch the ball.
I don't really like the way Barca is pressing after losing the ball. You know, it's the best time, you know, because you don't allow the other team to think, and even they are not organized to then defend you.
There's a foul now on Rafinha, and the fans are complaining. They want a yellow card on Sergio Ramos. That's the first one for the Real Madrid captain and centre half. The ball is in the centre circle. The referee is having a word with Ramos, but there'll be no yellow card.
Ramos has a lot of experience, and he knows that in the very beginning of the game, he's not going to get a yellow card. So he's
trying to mark his territory, kind of. Yes,
exactly. Pushing from the beginning, and then maybe he's going to be more aware about what he does.
Barca has the ball again at the moment, having the longer possessions against the Real Madrid side that's trying to come out, but sitting back in their own half mostly. Here's a long ball by Langley, not good enough to find Coutinho. There'll be a throw-in on the right side for Real Madrid.
Anyway, but I think that the first minutes of Barca are being great so far. So you have to keep having the ball, you know, keeping, taking, passing, and moving from one side to another to find the space to get more attempts.
At the moment, Real Madrid are kind of struggling to keep the ball, really. There's no sequence with more than 3 or 4 passes by the side, and even from the capital of Spain.
Even it doesn't look that they want the ball, you know? It's like maybe they are more waiting for Barca, you know, when he loses the ball, and then go to counter-attack than keeping it and building from the beginning.
Here's Busquets finding Rafinha, who plays it out wide to Sergio Roberto. Back to Rafinha. The ball is taken away from him by Toni Kroos, and Madrid will play from behind. Isco surrounded by 3 Barca players. Toni Kroos, they know how to do that as well. They're managing to keep the ball in spite of the Barca pressure. Casemiro, pressured by Rafinha. Sergio Roberto slides in to clear the ball.
Yeah, we don't have to admit that Madrid has skillful players above all in the midfielder. Isco, Kroos, Modric, even Marcelo. So
Here's a run by Gareth Bale. Piqué's chasing back. The cross by Bale finds Benzema with the volley inside the box. It's a first chance for Real Madrid. Left-footed volley by Benzema. Bale has switched sides. He's gone over to the left and he put in a cross to connect with the French striker. There was no trouble for Ter Stegen because it went high over the crossbar, but it is a first chance for Real Madrid.
That's what we were saying before, like Gareth Bale took a great run and then crossed the ball to the box, and fortunately Benzema missed the shot. But we have to pay attention of that.
We remind you that we're on YouTube, Twitter and Facebook Live. You're following El Clásico with us via the Football Club Barcelona social media channels. Here is Rafinha. Barca going into attacking mode. Rafinha over to the left with Jordi Alba. In front of him is Nacho. Rafinha back to Busquets. Pressure by Benzema. But Barca managed to keep the ball at the moment in their own half with Gerard Piqué, who's in the centre circle. Felipe Coutinho making himself available. Busquets, the runner, Jordi Alba. This could be dangerous. He hasn't got Messi, but he can connect with other people inside the box. But there's a clearance by Casemiro, and here are Madrid on the run again. Gareth Bale beaten there by Clément Lenglet, who is applauded by the Barca fans. Barca looking sure at the back at the moment.
And it's very interesting, the role that Rafinha is adopting, you know, as a free attacking role. That he's looking at the space. He's not on the wide, on the right side of the field, but he's, you know, moving between lines.
And at the moment, in comparison with the Inter game, we've got Rafinha playing more on the right and Rakitic on the left. It was the other way around the other day. I'm not sure if that's a tactical decision or whether they've just come up with that.
Yeah, I think that Rakitic and Arthur, they are switching because the role is pretty similar. So I think it's more something that it's going during the game, more than a position that they are trying to switch from the beginning.
Or maybe it is because Rakitic can be more on top of Luka Modric, who is slightly more creative than Toni Kroos, and that means that Arthur can pay more attention to attacking, maybe.
Yeah, that's another factor. They know each other pretty well. So Modric is a paramount player from Madrid, and Rakitic knows very well. So it could be a great way to defend him.
Here's the run by Jordi Alba. This one could be dangerous. He's got in behind the defense. Alba raises his head. He's got Coutinho with the It's a goal for Barca! It's a goal for Felipe Coutinho, and the fans are roaring. 10th minute in the game, and it's a goal by Felipe Coutinho in his second Clásico. Excellent run by Jordi Alba in behind the defense. He waited for the right moment to find Felipe Coutinho, and Barca take the lead in the 10th minute. Paul, how amazing was that?
Absolutely fantastic. Jordi Alba got a great run and he passed back to Coutinho that he was alone. I'm so surprised about that. But he shot very well in the left side of the goal of Courtois. So amazing way to start a game. Barca is winning 1-0. And Madrid looks like shock right now.
Real Madrid will have to come back. The fans are chanting, the fans are delighted. Felipe Coutinho with his left foot inside the box, coming in from behind after an excellent Jordi Alba run. And here's pressure by Barca, but there's a foul called on Luis Suarez. It could have been a dangerous situation.
Suarez.
Start. It's very similar, excuse me, Paul, to what happened in the last Clásico when Suarez got an early goal. Then that ended 2-2. It ended in a draw after a controversial sending off of Sergio Roberto right before half-time. But it is a similar start.
It's pretty similar, very similar. I was watching Suarez, how he pushed, you know, and...
Oh, and it's another good run. Here's Suarez. He's got Coutinho to his left, and Barca are in the box again. Here's Felipe Coutinho looking for an opening. This shot bounced off of the legs of a Real Madrid defender. Suarez wanted the ball back. Yeah, it was another good chance there.
I was saying that Suarez doesn't take anything for granted. So every single action he
Here comes Modric, sorry, ball. Gareth Bale with a weak shot with his left foot. Straight into the hands, no trouble for Marc-Andre ter Stegen. But Barca do need to be careful with that because Real Madrid, with space to run, are very dangerous.
Yeah. Bale's shot wasn't good enough, you know, to make an impact. But yeah, we have to take care of that because Madrid, when he runs behind the defense of the teams, they are very dangerous.
And right now, Barca would be 7 points ahead of Real Madrid, leading the table with 21 points. Real Madrid would be left out of European positions with 14.
That's not normal in the Spanish league. Yeah, number 4 for Madrid. Madrid is in a tough spot right now, and the head coach as well. I don't think if the game ends like this, he's gonna keep his spot.
And that was Felipe Coutinho's 4th league goal. You can hear the fans chanting for the team. Here's Suarez. Barca making a move forward. It's Rafinha. He's got Sergio Roberto to his right. There goes the ball. Roberto can put in a cross. Looking for the far post. Coutinho has to run back to be able to control that ball. He's got Nacho defending him. Here is Coutinho. The ball goes back to Jordi Alba. Barca are on the left. Here's Jordi Alba, Coutinho. Now Artur. Back to Rakitic. Real Madrid with all 11 players in their own half.
Real Madrid is absolutely, it's completely groggy, you know? It looks like they are not on the same page, you know? Barca from the scratch, they have the ball, they know how to play, what they want. And Madrid is like, senseless.
And Barca are being very dangerous, especially down that left flank, aren't they? With Coutinho, they've got Jordi Alba, who provided the assist in the first goal. And Real Madrid are struggling with Nacho and Bale on that side. The fans applauding because Barca are keeping possession. Yeah. And now the ball over to that left side again. Here comes Jordi Alba, who's playing more as a winger than as a fullback. 1-2 with Coutinho, which is intercepted by the Real Madrid defense. Now the Marcelo's got the ball.
You were right, Robert. Left side of Barca is the good one, you know, where they are like hurting Madrid. Coutinho and Alba, they have a lot of space as well, and they're creating the attempts. And
there's a harsh tackle now on Rafinha, who went flying. Referee says play on. It's going to be a throw-in for Real Madrid on the left side of Marcelo. But after the goal, the best reaction has probably been Barca. Barca have just kept going, haven't they? Real Madrid, as you said, struggling to react.
Yeah, there is no time, you know, here to concede goals to space. It's a great team, and
here's Marcelo with a shot, and ter Stegen with a little bit of trouble.
You never know when Madrid is gonna, you know, wake up.
Well, things would have gotten complicated now if that shot had gone in. Ter Stegen had to react, and the ball ended up bouncing off of his chest. He looked like he had the situation under control. Oh, here's a good pass by Suarez. A bit too deep for Rafinha. Varane in time to react. But
Madrid, Rafinha is more midfielder. He's not a winger, not a forward, so he's not very fast. So he needs more the ball on the feet, you know.
Now Busquets looking for the run of Suarez, who wasn't ready for it. And the ball ended up in the hands of Thibaut Courtois. Real Madrid playing from behind. The boos are for Sergio Ramos, the Real Madrid captain, but he gives the ball straight to Sergio Busquets. Suarez trying to protect that position. The referee says get up. There's no foul. Suarez went to the ground. It looked like he was in advantage. And instead of going for the run, he tried to place his body in front of Ramos to protect that position. He went down to the ground. Referee said nothing was to be called. Here is Gerard Piqué. The fans roaring.
Fans are delighted because of the start of Barca.
There's a foul on Ivan Rakitic now. 17 minutes played. It's Barca 1, Real Madrid 0. We remind you that the goal scorer was Felipe Coutinho in the 10th minute. So An excellent start for Barca. Here's Artur Rakitic.
People were asking a little more for Coutinho before the game, and definitely he started really well. Even when I was taking a look at the warm-up, he was with Suarez, you know, like crossing some balls, and he was like adopting the playmaking role that Messi has. And I think that we need more of Coutinho. He's doing right now, and I think it's the tone that we have to follow.
We've got some fans asking us to put the camera on the field. Unfortunately, we do not have the rights to do that, so we're going to try and explain this as accurately as possible. Now Felipe Coutinho has the ball in midfield and gets away from Luka Modric with a lovely little move. Coutinho with Rakitic, and here come Barca on the attack. There's a through ball for Rafinha, who tries to cut inside to his better left foot, excuse me. But the ball was taken away from him. Oh, here's Artur on the edge. He can get a shot. Artur and Courtois, who flies in with a save. Artur very close to scoring Barca's second.
Great save.
Barca with pressure now. There's a free kick given to Real Madrid. What a chance, Paul, for Artur to score in his first Clásico. He went for the finish from the edge of the box for the top right corner with the inside of his foot. But Courtois did put in an excellent save, didn't he?
It looked like a pass, you know, and very, very precise. But Courtois took it very well. Pulled off the ball. He did a great save.
What a chance it was for Barca. Could have been 2-0 easily, but Thibaut Courtois is a top-level keeper, and that was a top-level save. Here's Bale making the run. Jordi Alba
be careful
running
here.
Back. Piqué having to slide in, and that is not a foul yet, but Benzema picks up the ball. Isco inside the box. Jordi Alba getting the touch, and Barca managed to clear the ball away. This could be a counter-attack now. What a foul on Rafinha. No yellow card, though, at the moment. It was going to be a clear counter-attack. Barca tried to play the ball quickly. The referee says it has to be done again.
Casemiro is a kind of a ruthless player, you know, that he tries to cut the counter-attacks of the team, no matter how.
Well, if you ask me, it could have been a yellow card because Barca were going on the counter-attack. Rafinha cut to his left. There was a sliding tackle. He was brought down. It was maybe a bit of intention of playing the ball, but little chance.
Probably it should have been, definitely. It should have been a yellow card for Casemiro.
No yellow cards issued at the moment. Barca trying to find Rafinha over on the right side. He has the support of Sergio Roberto making the run forward. Here's Rafinha. Suarez offering himself. Wasn't a good pass by Rafinha. Alcantara. Isco in a more defensive position, trying to bring the ball out. Nacho trying to get away from Coutinho, but the ball goes straight out of play. 20 minutes played. Barca 1, Real Madrid 0. Felipe Coutinho with his 4th goal in the league, giving Barca the lead at the moment.
Yeah, we have to remind you, the people, that Nacho is replacing Carvajal. So Carvajal is the one who usually starts, and as he's injured, he's not playing right now.
Suarez making himself available all the time. Here he is trying to provide the ball to Coutinho, who was making the run down the left side. Good recovery by Rafael Varane.
They were trying to do a 1-2 in the left side of Barca attacking position. Definitely the goal is in the left side of the Barca attacking
side, yes.
Yeah.
With Coutinho, with Jordi Alba, we were saying it before, that's where the goal came from. A good run by Jordi Alba, who waited for the best moment to make the cross to find Coutinho. Here's Coutinho, who tried the back heel pass. Sneaky little trick there to find Suarez, but there was no understanding between both players. Suarez didn't make the run, and Real Madrid have the ball now. Here's Karim Benzema, who's playing on the left a lot, isn't he? Here is Varane. Pressure by the Barca players. Busquets running towards Luka Modric. Here is Isco. Nacho making the run forward, yes.
Now they switch. Isco in the right side, trying to get more the ball, to be more in contact. And Benzema is in the left. So they're trying to switch positions to figure out where are the alternatives to have the ball, you know, and react.
We've got a throw in for Real Madrid far forward in their attacking positions on the right. Barca defending well, and Jordi Alba winning the ball back. Now Coutinho has the ball. Sergio Busquets, Suarez, Rafinha on the left has to go down to the ground. And let's see who that ball will be for. Real Madrid, probably, yes. As the throw in.
Both players went to a tackle, and then the ball went out for Madrid.
Here's Toni Kroos. We've seen very little of him so far. Here's Marcelo. Barca winning the ball back. Rafinha, Sergi Roberto. This is Artur, who has time to think, and that's always dangerous. Here he is. Artur making the run. No support over on the left side at the moment. He has to pass the ball back to Jordi Alba.
It's always great when Artur has space, because he has a clear mind, and from the end he's able to choose the right option every time.
Once again, we've got the Barca anthem, a cappella, and Sergio Roberto making a run forward. This could be dangerous. Varane coming in for the tackle and winning the ball back cleanly. Just a bit of a heavy touch there for Sergio Roberto, not managing to find Coutinho.
He's a multi-talented player, and he used to play as a midfielder in the academy of Barca, and even when he came to the first team. When Luis Enrique took the head role of Barca, then he moved Roberto to the right side, and I think it was a great move for him, because he has a lot of pace. He's really good on the long run, and if you add how he thinks, how skillful he is, so. Right now is the starter of the right back of Barca, so that means a lot.
There's a foul given to Real Madrid now on the right. Bit of a long possession for Julian Lopetegui's side. Barca did have a bit of a good moment going on after the goal. Now things seem to have settled down. Real Madrid trying to find their place in the game after a few minutes of not knowing where they were or what to do. Here is Toni Kroos, pressured by Rakitic. Marcelo stuck to the left line, and the ball went out, so it's going to be a Barca throw-in. Marcelo not agreeing with that.
It seems like Madrid got a sense of awareness, you know. And okay, they are losing. They have to try to get the ball if they want to score and draw the match.
Langley trying to find Suarez, but instead the ball went straight to Toni Kroos, and here are Madrid in transit. The less dangerous zone. Piqué heading the ball away. Rafinha's going to fight to bring it down. Header over to Suarez, but Ramos tries the volley. That's very far away. No problems for Ter Stegen.
That's what Barca has to avoid, you know, because Lenglet, I think he tried to pass, but it was a risky pass, and Madrid is one of the key drivers. We were reviewing before in the warm-up that they're going to try to counter-attack every time they can. So Lenglet has to be more secure when he crosses these balls.
Now Barca struggling a bit more to bring the ball out of their own half. Here's Ter Stegen finding Busquets. Fans trying to push Barca forward. Here's Rakitic, Rafinha on the right side, in between Isco and Marcelo. He manages to do that successfully. Suarez back to Rafinha, the ball over to the left side. Here's Felipe Coutinho, he's got Jordi Alba further to the left. Here's Alba, the cross inside. Oh, Suarez is in an attacking position, and is that going to be a penalty? Not at the moment. Rafinha with the cross, and I think that should be reviewed. Ball still in play. It was a clear fall by Suarez, and now the flag is raised for offside, and we need to know whether this is going to be reviewed, because I think it was a very clear fall of Luis Suarez. We've got the screen in front of us. We're going to try and see if that was a penalty or not.
From the third ring of the stadium, we look at a penalty, but we need to check to the review, the replay.
Is it going to be reviewed? It seems like the referee is telling Sergio Busquets that it is. At the moment, Real Madrid would have the ball. We haven't seen a replay yet. Suarez fell down inside the box. He was in a position of advantage. Jordi Alba had made the cross. And question marks being raised at Camp Nou right now. Everyone looking at the referee, and it is going to be reviewed. Okay. It's going to be reviewed. VAR is going to come into action. The referee running over to the sideline.
Nobody knew what was going on.
Now we're going to see what is given. It's a clear fall by Suarez. We're looking at it on the screen right next to us. It's as if Varane collapses onto Suarez when he's got in touch with the ball. And that, in my opinion, should be a penalty. What is it going to be? Here comes the referee. And it's a penalty for Barca. The fans are roaring, and Suarez will have the chance to make it 2-0. He scored 4 in La Liga. He scored the other day against Sevilla from the penalty spot. And Barca have a chance to double their lead. Courtois on the line of goal. Suarez in front of him. 12 yards separate them. And here goes the Uruguayan for his 5th goal in La Liga. He knows what it is to score against Real Madrid. Here goes Luis Suarez, and it's a goal for Barca!
He do it. Yes!
Finished by Luis Suarez. To his left, to the right of the keeper. Just hitting the base of the post. And Barca make it 2-0 in the 29th minute. He made it happen with a penalty, and he scored. It's Barca 2, Real Madrid 0. And things are looking very good, aren't they, Paul?
The crowd is chanting Uruguay right now because they know how important he is for the team. He scored a great goal, a penalty kick, and we couldn't ask more for El Clásico. 2-0, minute 30, and Barca is running the game from the beginning.
The fans are delighted. Ole, ole, Barca, ole is the chant at the moment. We see if you can listen to it. Coutinho and Suarez the scorers, 2-0, just on the half-hour mark. Things looking very good for Barca. There's still a lot of time to go. There's over an hour to play. And both goals coming from that left side, Paul. Once again, Jordi Alba with the cross. This time a penalty on Luis Suarez. It had to be reviewed. It was given. And the first goal also came from an Alba play.
And it was another weird thing of this new season. The now penalties and the important situation of the game are reviewed for the through the VAR. And yeah, it was the first time, I think, at the Clásico.
It is the first Clásico with VAR.
With VAR, so definitely. With a penalty kick through this new tool.
Jordi Alba wins the ball back after a bad pass. Here is Felipe Coutinho still in his own half, crossing the halfway line, finding Suarez in the middle. Busquets over to the left once again for who else? Jordi Alba. Forward pass for Coutinho. He's on the edge of the box. Inside now. Here is Coutinho with a left-footed cross, and it's going to be a corner kick for Barca. Real Madrid do not know how to answer to this at the moment.
Coutinho and Alba, they both performing outstanding this afternoon. They are creating a valuable situation for Barca to create attempts. And
here's the cross by Felipe Coutinho. Langley looking for the header. Cleared away by the Real Madrid defense. Rafinha put it back inside the box, but Thibaut Courtois was the first to get there.
And I was taking a look before as well to Rafinha. I had the opportunity to play with him when I was in the under-19 team in Barcelona, and he is extremely competitive. He knows very well when he has to be on shape, when he has to perform well, and definitely today, and the last game against Inter Milan, he did it. So he's taking advantage, you know, and he's using the opportunity that Valverde gave to him.
Well, it's a very sweet moment for Rafinha, isn't it? Because he had a terrible injury still in the Luis Enrique seasons. Then he found it hard to come back. He even went on loan to Inter Milan for the last 6 months of last season, and then came back in the summer, worked hard, had a good pre-season. He's had a few minutes, but it hasn't been really until the Messi injury when we've seen him in this position. We saw him play well against Inter. He even scored, and he's doing well today as well, isn't he?
Yeah, but here he is, you know, he was preparing himself to be ready, to be on shape, to picture, you know, the opportunity, and now he's taking it. So we have to applaud Rafinha and say it loudly.
Ball back to Thibaut Courtois. Madrid playing from behind. Courtois looking for the long ball. It's Piqué who gets his head to it. It's going to be a throw-in for Real Madrid on the left side of their midfield. Here's Marcelo. Trying to play with Gareth Bale. Piqué slides in. That's going to be a foul on Bale. No yellow cards issued at the moment.
Yeah. It was a hard tackle from Piqué to Bale.
Foul given for Real Madrid, you were saying, Paul. Excuse me.
I am quite surprised why the referee is not showing yellow cards.
Well, it's not been a very aggressive game at the moment, has it? But there have been a couple of fouls, especially one by Casemiro, and Barca were going on the break. That could have been a yellow card. Maybe this Piqué one as well.
Yeah, but maybe on the other hand, you know, he's like raising the bar, you know, of aggressiveness.
Here is Piqué with the clearance. Now a foul is given on Barca as Piqué got his foot to it. And then Gareth Bale was late in the challenge. So Barca will have a chance to play from behind. Here's Ter Stegen over to the left for Jordi Alba. Valverde has to be happy at the moment with 10 minutes remaining in the first half with what his team has shown on the field. Here's Rakitic. Suarez. Ball taken away from him, but there was a previous foul on Ivan Rakitic just on the halfway line.
Yeah, Barca now he has to keep having the possession of the ball, you know, and above all, try not to get the score and go to the half-time.
Oh, what a ball by Jordi Alba for Felipe Coutinho. Varane manages to get there just in time and clears the ball away straight out of play. Throw in for Barca.
Another throw-in from the left side of the Barca attacking side. So
the ball bounced off of the face of Isco right now after Artur was trying to make a pass back to Sergio Busquets. Here comes Coutinho making himself available to Jordi Alba. Another throw-in for Barca.
Definitely was our sweet spot, you know. It's been our sweet spot, the left one, with Coutinho and Alba and even Artur. You know, at the beginning we were saying that maybe Artur and Rakitic were streets. Now they are both in the right position, you know.
Once again, the run by Jordi Alba, the feed by Sergio Busquets. Here's Alba looking for the cross, and Suarez just about to get there on the edge of the small box. He didn't know whether to go with his right foot or his head. He got caught in between and let the ball pass. A good chance there for Barca.
Suarez was hesitating there, and it's quite weird because he smells, you know, of blood when he's in the box, just to score a goal.
It's Barca 2, Real Madrid 0 at the moment. 37th minute of the first half. We have to keep reminding you that we cannot show you the game, that we do not have rights for that, and we'll be trying to bring you every little detail as accurately as possible. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and we're on Twitter live. And this is Barca Match Center. Soon only available on the Barca app and fcbarcelona.com. We've got lots of comments coming in from different countries. We've said Canada, we've said Peru, we've got Honduras, we've got Colombia as well, as Real Madrid are trying to make an attacking move. Here's the ball forward for Gareth Bale, who was unable to bring any more danger.
With not a lot of, you know, structure. Sometimes when they get the ball from Barca, they try to go, you know, higher and deeper, cutting lines, but not with a lot of intention.
Barca winning the ball back and trying to go in transition. There's a heavy foul on Coutinho now, and that should be a yellow card as well. There it is. Yellow card for Nacho, so that's 1-1 in yellow cards. Rakitic for Barca, Nacho for Real Madrid. Foul on the left-hand side of Barca's own half, just on the halfway line, really. Coutinho went down as Barca were trying to go on the break.
Referees have this policy when once there is a yellow card, they cannot go back, you know? It's like, okay, every single foul, it's gonna be like, it looks like a yellow card, and he's gonna show the yellow card for both teams.
Got fans cheering from the Philippines as well. We've just got that message on Facebook Live. Here is the long ball by Piqué, the run by Luis Suarez, always fighting for it. And slides in and gives Barca a throw-in.
Great effort.
In advanced position on the right flank.
Great effort from Suarez. He
never gives up, does he?
Never, never, ever. He's pushing a lot, and he knows that today, especially without Messi, that he has to play at his best.
Here is Sergio Roberto looking for options. Suarez making himself available, coming close. Roberto goes to the ground. No foul given. Sergio Roberto not happy about that one, complaining to the linesman now. Real Madrid have the ball. Isco. Rafael Varane. Artur putting on the pressure now. Courtois back to Rafael Varane. Madrid playing deep behind.
From Real Madrid's side, you look at Modric, Isco, that they are amazing players. They barely took the ball. So that's great for Barca, especially because they are so dangerous.